Scotch game, classical, intermezzo variation. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the end game. Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Nf3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Nc6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. In the Scotch game, d4 gains space in the center and attacks the e5 square twice. x4 opens up the center, and is somewhat forced given that white was attacking the pawn twice, and protecting with d6 doesn't work out. Nx d4 recaptures the pawn and centralizes the knight. bc5 develops the bishop to the center and attacks the knight on d4. Nx c6 captures the knight and attacks the queen. qf6 develops the queen, attacks the knight on c6 and threatens qxf2 #. This blocks an attack on a vulnerable pawn. That was a free knight. This activates a knight by developing it off of its starting square. It is the last book move. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. It is best. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. It is best. This overlooks a better way to move a bishop to safety. It is an inaccuracy. This overlooks an opportunity to take an open file with the rook. This permits the opponent to take an open file with the rook. It is an inaccuracy. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. It is best. After all captures, this is an equal trade. It is excellent. Recaptures. This threatens to prevent castling. It is best. This prevents the opponent from being able to prevent castling. It is best. This is a fair move. It is good. This overlooks an opportunity to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This overlooks an opportunity to centralize a knight so it controls more squares. It is a mistake. This kicks an opposing bishop. It is good. This moves the bishop to safety. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is best. Takes back. It is best. This allows the opponent to take an open file with the rook. It is an inaccuracy. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. It is best. This offers an equal trade of pieces. It is best. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is best. This wins time by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. It is good. This moves the rook to safety. It is excellent. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. It is excellent. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is excellent. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. It is good. This ignores an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. It is an inaccuracy. This allows the knight to control more squares. It is best. Very precise. It is best. That's fine. It is good. This activates a rook by developing it off of its starting square. This threatens to win a bishop. It is best. This doubles the rooks onto a single file, which allows them to team up to create threats. This threatens to reveal an attack on a rook. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop. It is best. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This prevents the opponent from being able to reveal an attack on a rook. It is best. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. It is good. That's an unfortunate error. It is a mistake. It is a miss. This is the strongest option. It is best. This is a fair move. It is good. Right on target. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is good. Takes back. It is best. That's fine. It is good. This takes an outpost, an active square where the bishop cannot be kicked out by a pawn. It is best. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. This is the start of the endgame and black is equal. It is best. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. It is best. After all captures, this is an equal trade. It is best. Takes back. It is best. Very precise. It is best. This is the strongest option. It is best. A solid choice. It is excellent. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. It is best. Right on target. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. Very precise. It is best. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. It is good. This is the strongest option. It is best. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. It is best. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. It is excellent. Right on target. It is best. One of the best moves. It is excellent. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. Very precise. It is best. This is the strongest option. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is best. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. That's a sensible reply. It is excellent. A very strong play. It is excellent. This wins a pawn. It is best. This steps away from the checking pawn. It is best. This captures a vulnerable pawn. It is best. This makes a passed pawn, meaning no opposing pawn can challenge it on its way to promotion. It is best. This evades the check from the pawn. It is best. Recaptures, from a previous move. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Takes back. It is best. Right on target. It is best. That was a free pawn. It is best. That's what I would have recommended. It is best. This evades the check from the rook. It is best. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is best. This puts the rook behind an opposing passed pawn, which helps counter the pawn's push to promotion. It is excellent. This threatens to win a rook. It is excellent. This pushes a passed pawn. It is excellent. This is the way to win a rook. It is best. This steps away from the checking pawn. It is best. Very precise. It is best. This steps away from the checking rook. It is forced. This is the strongest option. It is best. This steps away from the checking rook. It is good. This misses an opportunity to connect rooks. This permits the opponent to capture the checking queen. It is a mistake. This captures a queen that checked the king. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. Recaptures. It is best. There was only one good move in that position. It is a mistake. Placing a rook behind an opponent's passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. It is good. This is a fair move. It is good. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. This evades the check from the rook. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. That was a free pawn. It is excellent. This pushes a passed pawn. It is best. This puts the rook behind an opposing passed pawn, which helps counter the pawn's push to promotion. It is good. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. Right on target. It is best. Takes back. It is best. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the end game.